So my Prindle wasn't working and this display wasn't working and none of my gauges were working. The backlighting was, but actually none of these other lights. My check engine light was taped over with electrical tape. That was fun to find out, but so somebody had already tried to go through here and repair this, and there was just tons of solder goobered up all over everything and it looked like crap. So I pulled it all off and I tried to kind of clean it up the best I can. I don't really have the right stuff to be doing this, but oh well, you know. And I had gone through everything and I plugged it in and it worked. And I got all excited. I put it back together and it didn't work. And I was like, shit, okay. So obviously the problem was still there. So I pulled it back apart and I plugged it in and I just started with just this. I just started just tapping these and nothing happened. And everybody always talks about these, the 511s and the 240s, and one forum talked about these 122s. But I actually hadn't had anybody talk about this red guy. Now, I have no idea what that is, not a clue in the world. But all I know is that I would just barely just touch it right here, and these would turn on and off. They would flash depending if I pushed up or down on that. And man, I could not see a solder crack to save my life in there, but I went ahead and resoldered it and that little problem went away. I did go ahead and I touched up the rest of these. And by the way, I took my soldering iron and I just ground down a finer tip on it because mine was real blunt. It was hard to get in there for these guys right here. But I ground a tip on it and it worked amazing. It actually kind of feels like it worked better than before, but either way, it works for now. So we'll see how long that lasts, but so far, you know, I mean, obviously I'm pushing down, so if there's a crack and it's gonna come up, you won't really know, but I figured it's better than nothing. But I'm just really gently just going ahead tapping these. Again, no idea what these are. I'm probably fucking something up, but I mean, those seem okay. And then these two were not touched by the last guy, and they definitely were cracked. I don't know what they do, but the number on them is 160. Is that what it says? Yeah, 160, these two guys. But yeah, those were definitely cracked on the top side. I hadn't heard anybody talk about those, but